Hi, you guys. I am absolutely freaking exhausted today. Here's the babies. Hi. Yeah, hello. You'll see that I have two little ones. Still nobody has names. I just cleaned out their pen, so it's a nasty, dirty mess, which I have to clean up. And I just finished a duckling care guide because here shortly we're going to be going on our first trip out of state, I think, in a long time, at least since having kids, so like 7 years. There's the duck muck. Gross. And then those are my Crocs and my shoes that I've been working in. Hey girls. Like I said, sorry, it is a mess everywhere. We had another storm. I already showed you that. Everything in the world blew into my yard, and today is the only day. It's Father's Day. Y'all will get this late. Happy Father's Day, belatedly, because I have a backlog. But I've been working pretty much by myself with this. I'm exhausted. I did all of this today and the last day and a half or so. My skin is still super soft. So I have, both hands are disgusting. I have big old bruises on my kneecaps because I keep whacking my kneecap on this because I am not handy. I'm about as useful as socks on a rooster when it comes to that kind of thing, but I tried my best, and that's all I can do. There's kind of you can't see it, there's kind of a dip right there, so I figured all this can go over there, and we'll fill in that sort of a slopey dip thing. I've got this set up over there, because ideally, I'll have this one, and then that one. But you can see, as I've said before, we have red clay for dirt instead of dirt, which makes for really difficult shoveling. That's fun. The chickens like it because I've already fed them like 15 grubs. Mostly Bluey. Bluey descends on those like you'd think she was starving. She's getting fat. Whew. It is, again, quite hot. I haven't done a whole lot because of that. Again, very, very hot. I went and bought a tomato controller, net, whatever these are called. And then I found at Aldi, our local Aldi, we have these really neat 4.5 by 4.5 drop over greenhouses, which are neat. I haven't tried it yet. I plan on doing that for my other stuff. Here's what's currently in my greenhouse. Again, it is quite miserably hot. Everything's kind of wilting a little bit. It gets watered, between once and 3 times a day, depending on how humid and nasty it is. The husband is mowing our neighbor's yard and our between. I'm not totally sure why he decided to do the neighbor's, but I think he's just being nice. You know how that goes. But yeah, so this is almost done in terms of the, footprint, I guess, because I still need to do that. I'm not doing anything more today. I've already got a headache and a hellacious sunburn. My skin is absolutely burning. I'm not actually ginger. I've just got auburn hair, but you wouldn't know that based on how, frail my skin is. Because, I guess I'm an inside troll, or have been for the past few years. So this is really rough work for me. I've got a bit of a headache. I don't know if I'm heat or I just need some more electrolytes and hydration. So I'm not doing any more of this today. I might not do any more tomorrow because it's summer and I have 3 kids at the house. Pray for me, y'all. Of course I love them. I've got little boys. They fight all the time, every day. It's not hard to raise boys. It's hard to keep them alive. But yeah. So a good tip when you're digging, which get it soaked. Oh, a little wasp getting hydration over there. Wasps are pollinators, so when you can avoid it, don't kill them. They're annoying, they sting, they hurt, and sometimes, you're allergic to them. I'm lucky in that nobody in my family is. We generally leave the wasps alone and, just hanging out. But yeah, so when you water the ground, saturate it a little bit if you can afford it, if you can, if you're not in too big of a drought situation, which we are about to be in, saturate the ground a little bit first and then start digging, it makes for way easier digging. And again, this is clay with a metric shit ton of rocks. Like, I cannot tell you guys how many stinking rocks I hit trying to get this up. I'm going to be so happy when all this is dug up, because I plan on getting some of my compost. I think I've already said this. Compost it a little bit, put some cardboard on top of that, and then lots and lots of dirt. Except like the good in-ground garden variety. But yeah, so theoretically, that'll work. If it doesn't, we'll find out. But yeah, I've got another area planned over there. It's going to be a while. But yeah, this is almost done. So this is the work I've been doing today. It's crazy hot. This is the only day, and I think there they are. Look at the babies. That's their favorite. You can see, because there's thing 1 and there's thing 2. Thing 1 is napping. This is their favorite. Oop, there she goes. Hi, girls. That leghorn, that's my biggest leghorn. That little bastard gets out of my yard all the time. We came home from the grocery store yesterday, because, you know, you got to get groceries still when you don't have an actual garden plot. She was out, like, she can't get out, right? We've got chicken wire over there. There's no spaces in the yard on either side of our yard. I still find this little jerk. She just jumps right over the fence. She hasn't run out of the yard yet, but you'll see her all over this area. I had to chase her kind of in that corner or in this corner. Oh, what a mess. You can see that the chickens have mostly eaten this. I'm going to have to get a tree protector, but there's itty tiny bitty little, like, some of these are still green and it's got little bitty leaves. So hopefully that'll come back. Again, it's been over, last week it was over, I think 108. The average was probably 105. This coming week is going to be a little less brutal. Hey, Mabel. This coming week is going to be a little less miserable. It's only going to be 103, 104. Hey, baby girl. I'm surprised she's out. Usually at this part of the day, it's about 4. Usually this part of the day, most of the chickens are, like, away. What are you telling me about, baby girl? I love chickens. Hello, baby. So my golden laces are Mabel and Maple. This is Mabel. She's the bigger of the two. Again, during the day when it's hot, they don't generally want to come up to you. They don't generally want much to do with you because they know you're going to pet them, because everybody in my house pets the chickens. And they just don't really want to be touched. I don't blame them. I don't want to be touched. It's really stinking hot. Got to finish up my care list because, again, we're going to be going out to Kent Hovind's Dinosaur Adventureland in Alabama here shortly. And then that's only for a couple days, but I'll have somebody watching the chickens, my mother-in-law, because, you know, when your mother-in-law is not a monster, it's easier to get along. But yeah, yard's a mess. Got a lot of things to do before then to make this at least sort of presentable. My mess is a giant mess right now. It seems to be in a mess a lot because I've got a lot of things going on, a lot of projects started, and kind of got to wait on the weather. It's Texas, it's hot, you know it, but you can't be out in it too long, especially me. I get heat sick real easily because, again, I am just not, I spent a lot of years out of Texas. Grew up in Kentucky and Tennessee and Korea and Alaska, and then came back after being born and partially raised here. Came back, and man, it is unfreaking forgiving. But yeah, so I got my dirt over there instead of over here. I got this last patch of grass to go. I've got this old rusty wheelbarrow, inherited wheelbarrow, and old rusty half-rotted shovel, but it gets the job done, you know? I was thinking of putting this at the edge, but it has a whole lot of rusty screws, so I think I might just do, like, either take this another 6 inches or a foot down and just put, like, cinder blocks around the edge. Might do that. Not totally sure yet. I'm still thinking about it. I have a minute to think about it because I'm probably going to finish digging and then leave it alone until after we come back from our vacation, our dinosaur funland time. It still astounds me that these are somehow alive even though the chickens have destroyed them, because your chickens eat all of that. Just finished with duck bath time. They get their bath in that for 20 minutes or so. I'll videotape it next time. They're super cute. But yeah, Hope y'all stay hydrated. Go outside. Just go outside and do something good. All right.